Ka Fete, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Just Ari. Thank you for tuning in today for this video. So this is a different type of video. I know my previous videos have been more on the side of cooking because I do love to cook. I have a lot more videos in store for you. I have a little break now in time so I can record and put those together and put them up, so I'm really excited about that. But today's video is a weight loss video. I know I said that I was working on it for some time. It's just cumbersome. It's so much that I don't want to leave out. So I think I'm gonna make this a two-part. So this is my personal weight loss journey, part one. So if you want to see how I went from this to this, keep watching. So you probably noticed that I have my, I don't know if you can see it that well, but I have my computer open right here just to help me with some notes. I'm in my little like computer desk area of my apartment. So just to keep me on track so I'm not like going all over the place, I have my computer. Well, officially started in September 2018 after I took a European cruise. I was, just not happy with my appearance. I just wasn't feeling myself. And yeah, I was like, I'm gonna legit like really do something about it. So it's like after this cruise, it's like a done deal. So I decided, my previous roommate in Gamble, Alaska was talking about doing keto, and at first I was like, that seems really, seems like a lot. But then I started looking into it. I was like, maybe I won't do strictly keto, but I'll take from it, because before that I was actually, doing stuff, but we won't get into that. We'll stick to this. So in my mind, I was gonna do like a very lenient keto, if you will. And I told myself like, let's cut out juice and a lot of things. And after like a few days, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna do keto. Like, I'm just gonna go cold turkey and we're just gonna do keto. Mind you, this is in Gamble, Alaska. This is what Gamble, Alaska looks like. Inserts picture here. Yeah. And so I had to order a lot of my food ahead of time and receive it in the mail, and that's how I would get food. So yeah, I was doing keto, and I decided to cut out juice. So no soda as well, and no starches. Like, I went ham when I first started, and then I was like, no sweets, none of that. So no rice, no potatoes, no bread, none of that. Just like, bye-bye. So at first, I was really hungry for, I want to say like at least for the first week and a half. I was like, man, I'm hungry. Like, I would come home after school and I'm like, what is there to eat? So I was having like little cravings, and so I looked online and I found, I think it was on Amazon, these things right here. It's like Cheetos, but not Cheetos, it's just cheese. So it's like, I can buy these, and if I feel like having a snack, I can have something like that. They were like okay, but after a while, by the time they came, by the time they arrived, I was like over the cravings and all that. In the very beginning, when I started, the keto diet, I told you I was very strict, so I limited myself like 0 to 20 carbs a day. So I was like checking, like, I would check cabbage, what are the carbs and the sugars and cabbage. I was like really ridiculous and crazy because I had never looked at those things before, but yeah. So I was like, I told myself every day you're gonna be 0 to 20 carbs, and I contribute that to my rapid weight loss, if you will. So when I started keto, my diet changed drastically. I cut out all fruits because fruits are, basically very high in carbs and sugars, and I was limiting myself to 0 to 20
grams of carbs a day. So that was definitely a no-no. As for vegetables, I tended to stick lower to the end of the spectrum, less carbs. So I had lettuce, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, spinach, occasionally avocado. Once in a blue moon, I would have green beans and Brussels sprouts. Definitely no peppers and no onions. And I stayed away from carrots and potatoes, anything grown underground.
After like a week and a half, 2 weeks, my cravings were just like, that hunger was like gone. And I was, drinking my water. And at the beginning, I would eat breakfast, and my breakfast would be, consist of eggs. Just make some eggs, have that. And I would make sure I had lunch prepared. So I ate lunch. My lunch break was at 12. I had lunch at 12. And sometimes when I went home, I wouldn't even be hungry. So I wouldn't really eat dinner. Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't. I noticed as time progressed, I was feeling like I wasn't as hungry. So I guess that was, I would go to school the next day extremely tired. Why? Because I didn't sleep the night, because I was up all night scratching. And let's get back to the weight loss part. Pause on that. So I was still just drinking water. After a while, I was like, man, I really miss juice. I was like, but I'm not gonna go back to drinking juice because I saw some progress in myself. So, my weight loss, I was like, I looked up, I found Crystal Light. I was like, I could buy these and have these, ever so often, like maybe at school for lunch, like have juice with my meal or whatever. So I started having regular water and Crystal Light, and then I got into sparkling ice, and I was like, oh. So I kind of weaned off of the Crystal Light and then went over to sparkling ice. So I would order sparkling ice from Fred Meyer, get it in the mail, and just like have it, along with my water, which was great. I started, really a lot of the time I would just be eating eggs, eggs and turkey bacon and eggs and chicken. So I was starting to get kind of bored with that. And it's like some of the meals that I had previously that I missed, but I know I wasn't gonna go back to eating them. I didn't want to sabotage myself. So that started me, looking at recipes online. I was like, oh my gosh, like I can have rice, cauliflower rice. I can have mashed potato, cauliflower, mashed potato. Those sorts of things. I made like egg bites for breakfast to make it a little bit more interesting. That was great. I tried avocado fries, did not work. So, zucchini pasta. Excuse me. I tried zucchini pasta. All these different things. I, tried to make pancakes. So I got almond flour, coconut flour, and sugar replacement. And I tried these things, and they were really good. Like, they tasted amazing. I was like, I'm just like not going back to those things. As I was seeing like progress, I saw the weight starting to drop, and I was like, ooh, I was happy. One of the hardest things for me, though, I will have to say, is giving up things like fruits. So I just gave up fruits. Like in the beginning, I bought like 2 kiwis, and I had those 2 kiwis, and that was it. I really love fruits, but I was very strict with myself at the beginning. So I was like, no fruits, I was being ridiculous. So I didn't really notice that I legit lost weight until I would say December, because I would look at myself like every day in the mirror, getting ready and whatnot, but I wouldn't see like significantly like, oh my gosh, I lost weight, But like December, Christmas time, Christmas break, I flew to Texas to be with my family, and a lot of them were commenting. My mother flew up from home, and she's like, oh wow, you lost a lot of weight and stuff like that. And I was like feeling good. I was like, okay, I'm on the right track, like feeling myself like I'm almost there. So I continued doing what I was doing. You know, I started looking for different recipes, started trying new things, and I hadn't had cake. So when February started rolling around, I was like, I'm gonna have cake. So I found a recipe, and I was like, my birthday's in May, so I was like, I'm gonna make cake for my birthday. I was like, I'm gonna get fancy, and I'm gonna make a 2-layer cake, vanilla and chocolate, you know, cake with purple icings. Purple's my favorite color, and I'm gonna make it.
I was like super excited about having cake because I was sweet tooth. So I was like, what?
One of my friends, she's also a teacher. Well, actually no, she's a vice principal or assistant principal at the school. And she was like, you know, she made this comment that you're the only person who would go to Anchorage, basically from living in the village, go to the big city and come back smaller. And I was like, wait, are you kidding me? So I went and I got, you know, clothing, pants that I had, you know, when I was bigger, and I put it on. I was like, this is like legit falling off of me right now. Like, it's falling off. I was like, I have lost weight. So I asked my roommate if she could take some pictures of me. So she took some pictures, and then I did, you know, the silly comparisons. You know, I made it in my phone. I was like, I have lost weight. Like, my face has slimmed down. I was like, I'm like getting there, and I was like really excited. I was like really pushing. I was like, by my birthday, I want to be like, you know, I won't be my goal, but it was probably in January. Late January to early February, when I realized I was like, I'm not losing the weight as fast as I would like to. So I did some research, and I was like, oh, you know what I could try? Intermittent fasting. So I tried that, and I cut out breakfast. So I would not eat breakfast before heading to school. I would just, you know, go to school and have my water, drink water, and then have lunch at 12. So I would not eat until 12 p.m. And then when I go home, I would eat later. And I told myself, depending on, you know, sometimes I would actually was just better at school, get all my work done, you know, grading, all of that at school. So sometimes I would leave school pretty late. So I told myself, hey, you can't eat past 8 o'clock. So it's like 8 o'clock is your cutoff. You're not eating past 8 o'clock. And I stuck to that. And I guess that's when, like in February, and then continuing on into March and April, I noticed that I had lost a significant, a lot of weight. I can't say that I didn't have setbacks, because I would be a liar. Like I told you, I had that popcorn, but most of the time in Gamble, I really didn't. Like, it's not, you know, I had to order the food, so I'm not gonna order something, you know, knowing that it's not, you know, it's just not gonna order it. So I really stuck to it. You know, I did, when I went home over the summer, I got really innovative, because this time I didn't have to order food. Like, I could just plan something and go to the store and pick it up. So I got really, you know, I really got really crazy with trying things, like making mac and cheese with cauliflower, making lasagna, sweet and sour chicken, cinnamon rolls, soup. I made soup. I made broccoli cheddar or cheddar broccoli, whatever, that kind of soup. And I also made chicken soup, which was crazy, because usually how we make the chicken soup at my house is like potato and dumpling and all of that. We did not have any of that, but it was still like really good, like high key. I liked it, and other people did too. Yeah. And one thing that we made over the summer, when I say we, like my cousin, my mom, was pizza. So we didn't buy or make the dough out of cauliflower. We made it out of cheese. So it's like mozzarella cheese, and like, man, I miss pizza. Man, I miss pasta. Man, I miss macaroni and cheese. Well, I could still satisfy those cravings, but within the limits of, you know, remaining keto. So I'm still following that lifestyle. It has been over a year now, and I have continued to lose more weight. I'm not at the goal that, okay, my initial goal, I haven't met it, but I pushed that down some more, so I'm still trying to get like just a little bit more. On that diet, that diet, I was like, to me, it's not a diet anymore, it's a lifestyle change. Like I did, like I'm not going back to having, these sweets. I'm not going back to having bread. I do not miss bread. I don't miss rice. I don't miss those things. I don't miss the pasta because I have a healthier alternative. Downside besides the keto rash. So I know I should have started out with this, but I don't have a starting weight because I didn't weigh myself. At my house, at my apartment, we didn't have scales. And to be honest, before that I was in CrossFit and I hadn't weighed myself. I was just like working on that because I felt like if I continued weighing myself, that I would become obsessed with the number. And even though I was making progress, like I said, the number isn't moving, or maybe the number went up, or whatever the case is, it'd just be discouraging for me personally. So I never officially weighed myself. The last time I did, I know I was upward of pounds, which is not good. So yeah, and currently I am between 150 and 170. I'm not gonna give you my exact weight. I don't know, like I shouldn't be embarrassed. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just like kind of weird. But for my height, checking online, I'm still technically overweight. I need to lose at least 10 pounds. So I'll just tell you, I fluctuate currently between 160 and 165. It fluctuates between there. I've become lax on some things, but I'm aiming, at least for my birthday, to be 150. So let's see how that goes, if I can get there. So yeah, as I said, I'm unsure with the exact number of pounds that I've lost, but I definitely know it's more than 60 pounds, definitely, and I think it's even more than 80 pounds. But yeah, so some points I can tell you, if definitely, that's why you see a lot of my cooking videos, because that's what I eat. And some tidbits, if you're really looking to lose weight, just go ahead and just start. If you can't start cold turkey like I did, honestly look at things that you eat and see what you can remove, because a lot of the things, was that refined sugar and those carbs. So a lot of those breads and rice and the pastas, the mashed potatoes, all of those things, definitely look at what you're eating.
If you want to mirror my weight loss, it's simple. Cut out sugars, right? And limit your carbs. So you want to get fruits out of the window. Watch what vegetables you purchase, like no carrots, no corn, definitely no soda, no juices, even though they're natural juices. No starches like breads, pastas, none of those things. And drink lots more water. Trust me, your body will appreciate it, your skin will appreciate it, and then you'll feel a lot better. But just remember, don't starve yourself. So if you're hungry, find keto alternatives to your favorite meals or your favorite little snacks. Trust me, they taste just as delicious and you will enjoy them.
Cauliflower, definitely, like BFF to the max, like best friend. Yeah, so that is all for the beginning part 1 video on my weight loss journey. So
Is there anything else?
Is there anything else? No.
So thank you. That wraps up part 1 of my weight loss attributed to being on keto diet, which is now a lifestyle change, completely. So I want to thank you for watching my video. I really hope this will inspire those of you who are struggling with your weight. If you have heard about keto, if you're interested in keto, definitely you want to do that. It's a lot of it is what we put into our bodies. I have learned that. I do work out, not but anyway, done with all the rambling. That's part 1. Thank you for watching my video. Part 2 will be up soon, so make sure that you give this video thumbs up. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Please share this video. I hope this reaches someone. I hope this helps you. I hope you learn a lot from my struggle. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.